Washington.
It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Jackson, he's going to keep it himself. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And 13.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Jackson from the shotgun. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
And inches.
Play action. It's Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Washington first down.
From the gun, here's Smith. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Logan Thomas there to make the grab. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought
Well,
down.
every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. 29 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down. It's Gibson, and a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Smith. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They run the counter. Gibson, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
On 2nd and 11 now. Smith. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First down, Washington.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On first down, it's Smith. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, here's the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. A shotgun snap for Smith. He'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Smith. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A run here for J.D. McKissic. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Harmon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the gun, Smith, and that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Justin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete here.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson buying time, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That 3rd down conversion, good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Smith. Open man here, Sims complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Smith on 1st down. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6.
Washington 17, Ravens 6.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something for the 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for J.K. Dobbins. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Fielded in the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Operating from the gun, Smith. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Now a give right side. It's Gibson. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 38. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, Smith. And he'll find Gibson here complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
To J.K. Dobbins. It's a gain of 7.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Oh, looking for 8. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 65 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
And they did. It worked.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. On first and 10, Smith slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They run the counter. Gibson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. From 10 yards out.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love. It's open like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Looking downfield for Dez. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
After the interception, here's Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Washington.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape for the win. That's out to the left flat and complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Caught right side at Snead. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Jackson's going to look to run it.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line.
15 yards on the play, first down. Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. The 30, 20, 10.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Ravens going to use their third and final time at the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing on second down, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So often in overtime, Charles, games are won or lost on one big play. That might have been that big play right there.
And the ability to execute it despite the stakes, because let's face it, we've been there before and we've seen guys, maybe they hyperventilate a little bit when it's their opportunity.